Hello everyone, this is your girl JAHLICIA. This is another tag video from JAHLICIA, the Newbie. It's Newbie Guide to Locs. And she just basically said to pick 5 things that, you might be able to give some people that are just now starting to lock. As far as things that you might have stressed out about in the beginning, when you started your locks that you look back on now, and you're like, okay, it was not that serious. We're now in May. I will be coming up on 2 years, June the 14th. I'm excited. And for my Diva lock here, it's like 2.5 years for her. So a couple of tips I wanted to give was whether you start your locks with coils, twist, or braids. I'm going to leave freeform out of this for now, but coils, twists, or braids. Because a lot of people might stress out about that, like, oh man, I want to start with my coils, I want to start with my twists, I want to start with braid locks. They're all going to turn out the same. They're going to all turn out to look like locks. So I guess the main thing would be is what size would you like? What size would you want them to be? And, like from the beginning, like my sister, I have a sister that's older than me. She will be 30. I'm not going to tell her age because I might do a video with her one day. Hey, that'll be cool. I didn't think about that. She wants to lock, but she kind of, thinks about it like a lot, ask a lot of questions. What if I don't look right? Or what if this? And I'm like, well, if you still have all these questions, then you're probably not ready to lock. But I was going to say that, yeah, it's cool to do your research on it because some people are like that. They want to, all of the answers answered before they jump into something like me. I was like, I'm ready to lock. I want to be locked and pregnant. I want to be pregnant and locked. I want to be locked when I get pregnant. I know it wasn't a lot of different ways to say that, but why do I always scratch every time I get on a video? I'm either trying to do my... But, yeah, I was going to say, no matter how you start them, they will all turn out to look like locks. I started mine with the 2-strand twist myself, so this is what I have. I was going to say, for the freeformers, of course, that's a whole different category. You have, you can have the big ones, you can have them, they'll still form into the locks, but what I'm saying as far as the sizes, if you do coils, twists, or braids. Another thing that I wrote down was not to over twist. Whether you will be tightening them, interlocking them, palm rolling them. Try not to do it so much, especially if you start out with small ones. Please do not over twist because your locks will become weak. And weak locks will break and you'll be sad. So if you're going to palm roll them and you're starting out with coils and they're really small, just make sure, first of all, if they're coils, if they're small, I wouldn't even recommend palm rolling them. You can, but over time they will get weak and they'll start to become really thin, and then next thing you know, they'll be just barely hanging on by a string. So just be careful with the over twisting and the tightening them too often. Another thing I wrote down was let your locks be unique to you. That's cool. I like that. Let your locks be unique to you. I did a video previously saying I love my hair. And I was saying it's okay, it's cool to look at other people's videos and admire their locks, admire their hair. But enjoy your hair for you. Enjoy the different stages, the budding, the sticking all up, the wildness, the one you want to get behind that ear because it keeps sticking out and it won't go behind the ear. Enjoy all of those stages because 3-4 months, past, 3-4 months down the road, you'll be in another stage. I can remember when I didn't even have hang time. It wasn't even touching my shoulders or anything like this. And I was like, man, I'm so tired of my back curling up, it used to always curl under like that because they were so short and they weren't long enough to hang, so that they would always tuck under like that. I'm like, man, I'll be so glad when they grow out and they're not tucking under anymore. And see, it seemed like it was just 3-4 months ago. So let your locks be unique to you. Enjoy your locks. Enjoy the stages. Another thing I wanted to mention about that was Proud to Be a Nurse had mentioned that in the beginning stages of her locks, she wore a lot of wigs and stuff and covered them. And she says she regrets that. You know, she wished she wouldn't have done that. So sometimes we think when they're baby locks that they're ugly and they're in the ugly stages and stuff. But I mean, it's all a part of locking. You know, some people do the lock extensions and, you know, that's to each his own. Some people want to jump right into it and have them already long. But to me, it was cool to enjoy the different stages of locks. So I like that. Let your locks be unique to you. That's pretty cool. And I just made that up for real. Like on the spot, I did for real. But I don't think I had 5 things, but I hope that those were helpful to you newbies, new lock wearers, people considering locking that might be watching my channels or watching my channel. If you have any questions, inbox me, send me a message. I don't mind trying to help you or answer the question for you. And that's it. This is your girl, Nocs for ya. Peace out.